Hey guys, welcome back. I'm actually gonna be talking about a few of the other spring launches that are happening this year that I kind of missed out on in the last video. So the last video I did kind of like 4 new fragrances that are out, and I kind of broke it down and gave you guys my first impressions, how it wore and stuff like that. I actually missed out on a couple that I have, so I thought it's kind of a shame for me to just not talk about them, especially since I have them with me and I'm actually really loving one of them. So I thought I could just do a short continuation of my last video and put in my thoughts on these other spring fragrance releases that I kind of missed out on. So the fragrance that I missed out on is actually from the house of Dolce Gabbana, and it is their new one called Dolce Garden. Comes in this super cute pink packaging with a little flower on top. Super cute. I was immediately attracted to this packaging. This is actually the 4th installment, I believe, in their Dolce series. It started out with Dolce, and then I think they have a rose one, but this one, right, has a super misleading name. I think this smells more summery than spring-like. It's called Dolce Garden, but it honestly does not smell like a garden at all. Like, when you think of garden, you think of, you know, wet leaves or foliage. You think of flowers, you think of, you know, just a bunch of really garden-y things, you know, but this actually smells like coconut. Like coconut and almond, a little bit of vanilla, and it's housed in a pink floral bottle. I just think that it's super duper misleading, because when I first sprayed it, I was like, what is this? This smells like it should be in some sort of yellow bottle or even white, or I don't know, just not in a floral pink. And it definitely shouldn't be called garden. It should be called beach or Hawaii, something along those lines, just not garden. So I feel that this is really misleading, and if people are looking to this for a spring scent, they gonna be really disappointed. Whew, it's super duper sweet. This is extremely sweet. If you are not a fan of sweet fragrances, please just step away from this one. This is really strong and it's really sweet, and I'm guessing it's because of the coconut, it's because of, and the vanilla, kind of making this kind of like a powerhouse. Honestly, I would even hesitate to wear it in the summer, even though the scent profile really kind of fits the summer vibe. This has, I think, the floral aspect that I get the most from here is frangipani and ylang ylang. Lots of yellow florals that kind of remind you of, you know, Hawaii, the beach, just like that floral garland. I mean, if it was called garland and not garden, it will make a bit more sense, you know? It's so strong and it's so sweet. It's really heady. It projects so far. It turns into a skin scent pretty quickly, but it's still quite noticeable and it's still pretty strong in my book. Actually, to me, it smells a lot like the Ecolina Pink Sugar. They had one called Gold Sugar. It comes in a gold bottle and it's called Gold Sugar. That one is really, really heavy on the coconut as well. It's really sweet coconutty scent. I had that actually, but I gave it away to my friend because it just gave me, I loved it at first, but with prolonged wear, like when you wear it throughout the day, it actually gave me a headache because it was so strong, it was so thick and dense, there's no translucency, and it's really, really, really sweet. So in the hot tropics where I live, it's just not a great idea. So this one has a very, very similar vibe and very similar scent profile. Perhaps it's a little bit more translucent and a bit more wearable than the Gold Sugar, in my opinion. It's a little bit less sweet, but it's really similar. So if you have that, you don't really need this. Yeah, so I'd say if you like sweet scents, then give this one a go. Do not be swayed by the packaging. This is not a very floral scent. Frangipani just adds a really small floral element. It doesn't really add much to it. To me, it's more like a really sweet tropical drink almost. Yeah, so that's Dolce Garden. Why hello guys, sorry, actually this is the next day. I'm actually gonna now talk about the second spring release that I didn't manage to talk about in the last video, and it is, I think it might be my favorite spring release of 2018 so far, and that is saying something because I've kind of smelt a good majority of them. This one may take you by surprise because it even took me by surprise. I didn't expect to love it as much as I did, but the more I wore it, the more I kind of grew to love it. And I'm gonna shut up now and tell you guys what it is. It is Issey Miyake's L'eau Dissey Pure, and this is the Nectar, so it's pure nectar if I'm not wrong, and it comes in this beautiful bottle with this really lovely copper gradient, and it goes from like the tip, the copper tip, all the way down. This just looks beautiful on your vanity. I just love looking at it because this copper color is absolutely stunning, as the name suggests, because it's pure nectar. This is all about honey. And I'm not a huge fan of honey in fragrances because I do like it, but I don't really seek out fragrances that have that honey note. When I first kind of sniffed this, I thought, oh, is it gonna be another saccharine, sweet, honey, floral type scent? But this is beautiful. This is actually super effortless. It's an effortless honey, pear, musky scent, and it's a very juicy pear. It's not like, I don't know, I don't know if you guys have tried this before, but there is a certain Chinese or Japanese pear that it's a lot more circular and it's super juicy and sweet, and that's how this fruity pear comes off to me. It's really fresh and watery. The honey is in there throughout, so when you spray it, this floral, sweet, pollen-y kind of element takes over, and it smells effortless and transparent. It's really interesting because I've never encountered a sweet that's like honey, but it's not sticky. I feel like this is kind of the underdog that no one is talking about because I think people are kind of overlooking Issey Miyake as a brand, and there is an aquatic element, but it doesn't overtake the honey and the cashmerean base. So the base is a really strong kind of cashmerean, kind of velvety type musk that is just like permeating throughout, and it's just, it reminds me of a really sophisticated lady. This would be a great office scent because in terms of projection, it does project. The kind of transparent and ozonic quality of it makes it a lot more bearable because it's more of like a wafting type fragrance as opposed to like bam, like hit you with a fragrance walls type of scent. It's a lot more subtle but still noticeable. It is really kind of universal and extremely likable. This is, I find it hard to find anyone who doesn't like this type of scent because it is really inoffensive but quite unique because I haven't smelled anything like this. It's not as soapy and shampoo-y as Lady Million, but it has that likable quality that Lady Million has. This smells like perfume, but it smells expensive. It smells really elegant and effortless at the same time. I really highly suggest anyone to just like go and check this one out. I don't think anyone has been talking much about it, and it's kind of a under the radar release for 2018. I've used up a lot of it since I got it, it's really easy to just like spray on and just go about your day. It basically matches any outfit that you have on, elevates your kind of look, you know. It's never too overbearing. It doesn't shout, it doesn't scream, it just is around you in the cocooning sort of manner. So I really like this. I love the bottle, I love everything. This might be my favorite release so far of 2018. All the other ones are kind of, they're good, but they're not as easy to wear as this is, and they're not as versatile as Dissey Pure Nectar. This one really works in any occasion, be it day or night, because it has that punch, that elegance, but it's still kind of easygoing and effortless. So I really love this scent. Please check it out. And that's it from me. Just a short, quick roundup of the fragrances that I kind of missed out on in the last video, and especially with these two, I really wanted to shine a light on it, especially with the last one, the Issey Miyake one, which I just feel kind of slipped under the radar. But I'm sorry, this was really choppy. I kind of was like going in and out, half filming, half not, going off to do something and then coming back to it. It's pretty disjointed, and I do apologize for that. Nevertheless, thank you so much for watching this messy ass video. See you guys next time. Bye! I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. No, hell no. Now you wanna say you're sorry. Now you wanna call me crying. That was a message to Jay-Z. You don't cheat on Beyonce.